Wayne Garabet and Corey Tate. They're both coming off losses. Both got a lot to prove tomorrow. No one wants to lose. They both want to win. Any questions for the guys? Yes, young man with the mohawk.
Next question for Corey. Obviously, you know, last time. No.
I love his mohawk.
It's normally pink as well. Obviously, your last time didn't go the way you wanted it to. Are we going to see a different start from you this time, or are you still going to be as flamboyant as
usual? Just put me back in, and I'll do the rest.
And the confidence is still there?
Confidence is up. Why would it go down? It happens, man. It could happen to anybody. It doesn't faze me at all. Still training. I was in the gym Monday. Training. No problem. Can't wait to go back in.
Excellent answer. That's a thing with all fighters, especially UCMMA. I think Jake is living proof of that. Just because you lose 2 or 3 fights on the spin, I won't turn my back on you. If you go out and put everything on the line, I believe you do it for the entertainment of the crowd. You're not just grinding out a win. Jake has done it with every fight he's ever had. Gone out there and put them on the line every time. That guy, I've stood behind from a kid. You know, I don't know how many losses he had, but he's an entertaining fighter. You cannot pay a fighter to do that. When they go, how many? 6 on the spin. 6, it was 6 on the spin. I'll say that, I keep getting the never. 6 on the spin losses, you said.
I had 7 wins, but 1 was a loss.
But there you go, and so he keeps going back out, and eventually you will get that belt, and he's going for 2 belts now. So it just proves in the pudding, stick by me and I'll stick by you. Hussein, anything to say, Corey?
No, I respect Corey as a fighter, and like you said, it's easy to get caught in this game. So I'm expecting the most dangerous Corey Tate in the cage tomorrow night.
Any other questions? Yes, oh, sorry, I'll come back over here. Hang on 1 second, they say they can't hear you.
It's unusual to take on really good opponents at last moment. You've done that many times in your career. What gives you the confidence to step in against good guys who know that?
I'll repeat that question. He asked Dan, because I can shout like a motherfucker. He asked Dan. He's took on opponents at the very last minute so many times. He had a few losses, but I will say this for Dan. He saved my arse last time. On 5 hours' notice, I phoned the geezer up, you fancy fight. He was on his way from Manchester, driving down to London. Give him a round of applause for that anyway. Ashley's no easy opponent. No one wants to fight Ashley Grimshaw. And again, without even saying his name, do you want to fight Ash? Before I finish the sentence, he's like, where do I come down? Give me the name of the hotel, I'm there. So Dan, my hat goes off to you, but try and answer the question, why are you doing it? Because are you in that case?
I just love the sport, you know, I'd never turn the fight down. I'd rather get in the cage with the best the country has to offer than fight someone, well, an easier opponent. You know, there's plenty of fights out there who try and match themselves against easier, but I'd never do that. You know, I want to challenge myself against the best, and I'd never turn down a fight. And it's an honour to share the cage with such high caliber fighters. So yeah, I mean, who wouldn't turn down the opportunity?
Round of applause for that. Jeez, you can't say fighter. Any other questions for Dan? I know you're waiting for Jamaine, mate. I'll ask a question.
Thanks.
Sorry, sir, sorry. My eyes, I'm getting old, mate.
Question for Dan. Obviously, Ashley's jiu-jitsu is pretty world class. How are you preparing for that? How are you? Have you been training? Sorry.
If you didn't hear that, he asked you how he prepared for Ashley's jiu-jitsu.
I've not actually been preparing for Ashley's jiu-jitsu. I mean, if you look at Ashley's fights, and I wouldn't say jiu-jitsu necessarily the strongest area. You know, it's great wrestling, great striking, obviously great jits. So, you know, my training for this has just been all round. Obviously, I come from a striking background, so I've been striking, working on the takedown defences. With regards to jiu-jitsu, I've been training with a close friend called Sasha King, who runs an academy over in Bradford, teaches Grace jiu-jitsu, which hopefully will give me a few tools to try and defend against Ashley's jiu-jitsu. But like I said, he's a well-rounded fighter, so you know, I'm not expecting him to just try and take it to the floor. You know, he's knocked out a few, you know, quite a lot of good striking opponents, so we'll just see what happens.
I'd just like to say, people, you know, I speak to a lot of press. They've only been in the press 2 years, 3 years. People don't realise Ashley started MMA as a young kid. I mean, how old were you? That's when I first met you, what, 18, 17?
I'm an old man.
But he'd been doing this absolutely so many years, when in this country, I don't think it was a black belt, even in the whole country. Am I right, Ashley?
No, you are right.
So Ashley has been around. He may look young, may have pretty hair, but trust me, he's an old man. He's an old man in this sport. Any questions for Ashley, by the way? Oh, I'll ask Luke, because Luke's one of the best looking guys in MMA.
I heard he got a Tony and Guy sponsor for this fight.
As I said last time, I'm still with Ozzy. There's no dispute.
Yes, sir.
Last minute change of opponent, is it bothered you in any way?
Bothered me immensely because I was looking forward to beating Nathan, obviously. But full credit to Nathan, Danny stepping up. You know, it's what it is, win to win.
Breach.
Hang on. Is that Jamaine?
Yeah, it's come to
Hiding in there somewhere.
Trying to play mind games with you, Jake. Trying to play mind games. You phoned Jamaine on my phone. Guys, can you help me out here? Ask a couple more questions. Jamaine's in traffic, obviously. Thank you very much, Brett.
Just a question for Ash again. This is like the second time in a row now that your opponent's pulled out and you've not been able to get the title shot you're looking for. Is that been frustrating at all? And how keen are you to get back in that?
It's still a title fight. It's just not the opponent.
Alright, still for now.
Yeah. Like I said, full credit to Danny stepping up.
Cool.
Any other questions from all the lovely press out there? All the good-looking press? Oh, yes, young man.
A question for Jake. Like, you and Jamaine are obviously strikers, so like, will you look to switch it up and take it to the ground and keep it a bit?
He said, you and Jamaine are strikers, but you like to switch it up or take it to the ground. I will say this about both of the guys, Jamaine and Jake. They're entertainers as well, so you never know what they're going to do. I'll let Jake answer.
Yeah, obviously, Jamaine's a striker. I've worked a lot on his striking, analysed it, gone over a lot of counter stuff towards what he does with his striking. Even his ground game, again, I've worked a lot of stuff towards what he's about, But myself, obviously, I'm a striker, I do my best to knock people out. It's what people want to see, and it's what I like to deliver, and, it's just like my trademark, But yeah, I look to stand back with him totally. I don't look to do anything different to what I would do. Why would I do that? Because it's not brutal when I was it, But no, I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the fight because I'm going to bring it in different fashion, mate. And I'm so prepped for whatever he's got. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. So you're going to just see more fireworks from myself. There he is. He said, boo, boo.
Jake's actually quite Jake, I will say something. I don't think anybody expected what you did to Denison last time. A lot of people thinking, Denison's going to do this, Denison's going to do that. If you saw, that was the new Jake Bostwick. I mean, I saw from a kid then, you went from a kid to a man to a monster. Is that right?
Yeah. Let me just talk that seriously. I actually didn't, with my Denison fight, I took him down in the first round. Obviously, again, I'm a striker, but there was no reason for me to take him down. But I took him down because I was like, last time it was a tough fight. In the second round, I think I rocked him. In the third round, he rocked me. It was very nerve-wracking to see what he was going to deliver the second fight round. So back to the Denison thing was, the fact is, I was so scared for that fight, and I did not think I'd knock him out. And at the end of the day, it just shows that my striking had improved, and I thought it was the same. Cool.
Yes, young lady.
I've got a question for Tony, please.
Tony Giles. You always got to ask Tony questions once in fun. Yes.
With all your filming and your celebrity status, does that affect your training in any way?
Not really. Still train just as hard, and I even talk even more. So that's got to get me fit, innit? I talk 45 minutes straight off without taking breath. So, but tomorrow night it's just going to be a win-win situation. So, I ain't got much of a chance.
Hey, Tony, I'm going to call him out. I'm going to call him this. Yeah, I will say, every time I speak to Tony about doing stuff, he's always on set, living TV or phoning out, oh, can we do this with him, can we do that? So it must affect you some way, Tony.
It's because I'm so good looking, Dave. That's why it is.
You have to look in the mirror, Tony. Trust me. But all I say to you, Arunas over there, he's still, you want to say anything to Arunas?
Good luck for tomorrow night. Keep your hands up. Simple as that. If you can understand that.
Arunas, can you understand that?
Good luck for tomorrow night.
Keep your hands up, yeah?
Oh, sorry, I missed that bit. And keep your hands up. Really?
Hang on, get your questions ready. Better late than never. You're right.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm going to skip mark.
Right, Jamaine saying sorry, it was late. He had a bit of kid trouble. Any questions for Jamaine now? Why are you late? Yes, sir.
Jay, you've been saying for a long time you just want the guy who's going to stand in front of you and bang, and you've got that now. Do you feel that there's like a bit more pressure on you to perform now? You've kind of got what you wanted in that respect.
Well, let's see if he does it, you know? Let's see if he does it. He's at a new camp now, and their style's not to stand and bang. Not with all of them anyway, so... Let's see what happens. It's MMA, so upstairs, downstairs, anything can happen. So I'm not gonna state and say what's going to happen. It's mixed martial arts. So if he falls on the floor, then we will roll around and exchange DNA and stuff like that. So it's all
You're both clean. You're both blood tested and good boys. Yes, sir.
After your fight in America, are you coming back to the UK to make a point?
You know,
me personally, I think you got robbed out there.
Yeah, I thought I did, but you know what? You can't leave it to the judge, you can't leave it to the referees. I didn't perform
But
that day.
me personally, I think that was bad refereeing. You had him
he did get
rocked for a long time.
30 punches to the head and stuff. But
so what, you come in, you're going to prove a point?
I'm here to try and prove a point in every fight I do, so yeah, definitely that, brother. Appreciate that.
Not going to the judges this time?
Not to the judges.
I'm so aggressive with your questioning.
I'm an aggressive man.
I will say, look, listen, guys, hey. Easy, tight, easy. Listen, I will say, I was on Tap Out Radio last night, and they said exactly the same thing. You know, that referee must have had, I don't know, Stevie Wonder goggles on or whatever. He should have stopped the fight, but it's one of them things. He should have, could have, would have. You can't do that in here. You've got to finish fight. If you punch in, I know I said to you before, Jamaine, you should have choked him out when you see his neck up. It's a bad referee, You can't always blame the referee. You've got to move onwards, knock him out, and there's no referee going to get involved. Any other questions? Not you again.
I've got to make a point. They're both my favourite fighters. They're both lethal. I've been repping this fight for Fight of the Year. I know it's going to be Fight of the Year.
I know so.
I ain't got a favourite in this fight. They're both good. But both of you, put on the show, boys.
They will. Yes, young lady.
Jake, earlier you said about the fact that you're
just to make sure
worried
I'm not
about your weight cut being able to get down to it. Now that you did, is there any concern about your cardio and your stamina going into the fight?
It's not so much the weight cut was bad. It's not that. It's just the fact that the camp's 13 weeks out was 97 kilos. I've got to do 20 kilos. So theoretically, when you look at that, you pick up a 20 plate, you think, how the hell would you do that? That's all I mean. It wasn't the weight cut situation. You know, I overcut. Do you know what I mean? It's not that. The cardio side of things, I am fit as anything. Like there's no issue. There's no problems with anything. The weight cut was fine. It was just the fact that I was heavy when I started my camp. That was all. But again, it was 13 weeks out. So changing your diet, your shoes off, so it's cool.
What weight are you expecting to be when you start in the cage tomorrow?
Well, I've already put on 7 kilos. And obviously that was in like 3 or 4 hours. So and that, again, it's just water, food. Obviously, when you don't get a lot of big meals and things like that, it's just a lot of water. Food, yeah, I'll be shitting tomorrow. Yeah, no. I'll probably be, I don't know, maybe 84, 85, maybe 3, I don't know, something like that.
Most of us here this morning watched Jake weigh in. None of us even recognised him. He looked like a young kid, a 14-year-old. I mean, he's now bouncing back up again. But this morning when he weighed in, no one even recognised. That's how different he looked and how lean he was. Any other questions, guys, to these guys now before we do their all fighters, again, I apologise, a lot of the Sky people should be up here. We haven't got enough room. We will be back in the Troxy next time with a bigger press conference. I am really sorry to the guys on the Sky card that can't be up here answering questions. But if you want to ask any questions, I'm sure the guys are about. Yes, Tony.
I would like to thank my new sponsor, Irons Gym, as well, because they've been coming in a few new little products and we're going to put them to the test tomorrow night. Let's see how quick we can knock this one out, eh?
Well, the good thing about Iron Gym, I will thank the sponsor, again, Harry Sinover, the CEO, is it's a gym on the move. When all these fighters are going abroad to America, they take their little kit, open it out, boom, it's on a door frame, it's that quick to do pull-ups, it's amazing, it really is a fantastic product. And I think, am I safe to say, Harry, that all the winners tomorrow, on the Sky cards, I think there's 8 of them, you'll all be getting some presents from Iron Gyms, you can go in your little kit bag, etc, etc. So, guys, give them a massive round of applause, you'll all get presents tomorrow. Thank you very much. Okay, there's no more questions. All the fighters, do get ready, you know your order, and we're going to strip you off here, shirts off, you're going to do your...